Hello everybody! Are you excited to see me? 'Cause I'm excited to talk to you. So my mom was away this weekend with my aunt attending my cousin's graduation from William and Mary. So she was in Virginia and had a wonderful time and really likes Virginia, thinks that I would enjoy it. I've always wanted to go to like Williamsburg and Gettysburg and have like a little historical trip, like a history adventure, kind of like, learning more about the Civil War and all that went down in Virginia and just sightsee and all that fun, fantabulous things. So, as I've been talking about nonstop, met my boo, Scotty McCrary, and it was a meet and greet. And if anybody has been to Disney, I don't know, this is a good comparison, but it's an odd one, I guess. But if anyone's ever been to Disney World or maybe Disneyland, and you're gonna go meet like I think meeting Scotty McCreery would be like meeting the Mickey Mouse of like all the characters, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so you're online to meet Pluto, whomever, and you're in a line, you go up, and they take your photo, and then they scooch off, and it's the next person in line, you know? If you know what I'm talking about, that's how the meet and greet is. You get in the line, and you stand up there, you put your arm around him, he puts your arm around you, and you're like, ooh la la, in your head, and then 1, 2, 3, click, and then off the little platform you go, and then the next guy. But there is a such thing as a VIP experience. So it's kind of like that meet and greet that I just had, but beyond. Basically, you do get your photo taken with Scotty, but you get to have a Q&A. And there's a few questions I would like to ask him. And there's things I'd like to say to him, like most importantly, thank you. Just a simple thank you. If he gives me a look like, thank you for being you. Thank you for your lovely music. Thank you for going on the show. Thank you for your dad's frequent flyer miles and hotel points. So you got to go out to Milwaukee and try out for American Idol. And thank you. Just thank you for being you and your awesomeness and your music and everything. It's just like, woo! I just can't be thankful enough. So, anyway, there is going to be one of these, because I keep my eye on everything when I remember. Okay, when my brain's not scrambled eggs, I'm like, ooh, I gotta see what's up on Twitter. Scotty McCreery Twitter. Is he doing anything cool? Is he gonna be on TV? Or let's go on the website. What's cooking? Or let's go on the Facebook. We gotta see what's his latest YouTube video. Any inside scoop on anything new. So I'm always trying to be on the up and up, and I remember, and be on top of my game here. So if ever there's an opportunity that is local, or like it just so happens that it can be fit into something, I make a proposal to my parents. I'm like, hey mom, how would you like to do this? And see where that goes. Like for example, I'll be seeing Scotty in concert again and meeting him again. And I don't mean to say this like in a braggadocious kind of way. I am just very lucky and fortunate to have set connections for this next event. And basically, because if honest to goodness, if these connections that I'm speaking of weren't in place, I doubt this would have happened. So I have to thank my connections, my connection, man, my connector man. I thank you, because if you know, we got the condo in Naples, and we haven't been there for so long, and there's renters and everything, and we have yet to check the place out to make sure that it's all in the up and up, and not too much damage was done to the condo. And my mom has a lot of her personal stuff, like shoes and things that she kind of needs up here in Jersey, and we figured we would have been back by then, but no, so she's like scrambling around every shoe store known in America to find things that she needed for this weekend, and so we were going to be headed down that way anyway, and I'm like, well, since we're kind of going there, how would you like to make a pit stop in Orlando? So she's like, my mom's like, really? You would fly to Orlando, do this, then drive in a car for 4 hours, and then go to Naples, and then spend like a couple of days in Naples and fly home? I'm like, yes, I would. So she's like, I don't know, but she managed to make it work. She did her thing, and she worked it out. So very grateful, very grateful. Thank you, Mommy. Very grateful. But no, so like I said, I keep an eye on things, especially for like, I'd really love one of these like VIP experiences like you would not believe. And I saw there was one in Virginia. Don't ask me where. I'd have to look it up for you. But no, definitely like in Virginia, and like I said, my mom was just there and she liked it a lot, and she would love to go back again and take me for a weekend or a couple of days. And I spoke to my dad, because my dad doesn't know my motives here, but I said, how would you like to go to Virginia? He's like, I wouldn't mind. I know your mom would want to go back. Like, I don't know how soon though, and we would have to drive. Is that all right? So then in my head, I'm like, because I don't remember the date that this is. So I'm just like, well, if we map it out right, sure, it'll work. So that's the next thing I'm going to try to be like, hey, if we're going to go to Virginia, let's go around this date. Oh, and we're over there. It just so happens Scotty McCreery. Ooh, what a coincidence. So who knows? I know I probably sound like an obsessed weirdo, but honestly, I'm not. There's so much about Scotty that I don't know, and there's so many things that I'm just like, I don't know, or I don't get too crazy about. I mean, I know his car's name is Loretta. I knew he had a guitar named Rhett, and then someone, in my last video of the Scotty McCreery concert in Plant City, Florida, this one person in particular was like, is he playing like the guitar? Is that Scarlett? I'm like, he has a guitar named Scarlett? I'm like, I don't know. And they're just like, oh, they seemed like they were a real enthusiastic McQuarrian. They were really enthused. And they're asking me questions like, is that Scarlett the guitar? And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know the names of all his guitars. I only know so much. And to my parents and my mom, that seems like way too much. But it's really not. I don't even know what the heck his favorite color is. Do you? Because I don't. I know he likes fried chicken and biscuits and sweet tea. I mean, they say it away to a man's heart through his stomach. So there you go. That's all you really need to know, guys. If you like Scotty, there you go. Oh, my dad, he was in Georgia, by the way. And he sent me a photograph of Bojangles. Because Bojangles, I guess the one that Scotty goes to, is in Charlotte, North Carolina. But Bojangles is a chain restaurant up and down the East Coast, starting from Reddington, Pennsylvania, all the way down to Orlando, Florida. And yeah, I mean, I have like stuff about Bojangles, but that is like under like CSI, like stuff. I shall not speak of it. That sounded so weird and creepy. Oh my gosh. Basically, I don't know. And again, I have all this stuff, and until I know more information about things, and until things have become legitimate, official, like carved in stone, in writing, notarized, certified, until things are like in print, I'm not going to be here blabbing to you about something and then I'll be like, oops, never mind, sorry, that didn't happen, my bad, or, oh great, why did I say that? Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? If you catch my drift, do ya? So, anyway, I'm just an excited human being right now who is thrilled and blessed in her life. This year, honestly, 2013, it started off extremely rocky. Like, I'm talking like, woohoo! You know, it's like grandparents in and out of the hospital way too many times in too short of instances. It's like in the hospital, 3-4 days, comes home a day and a half, 2. We're back in the hospital. This went on for God knows how long. I can tell you anything prior to September or November. Hell, I don't even know. A lot of what happened prior was a complete and utter blur. Then we had Hurricane Sandy or Superstorm Sandy, whichever you prefer to call it or like to think of it as, but to me it was a nightmare, a freaking nightmare. 2 weeks with no power in the cold. I took 2 cold showers, people. You ever take a cold shower? I doubt it wasn't on purpose. Not fun. Oh my god, I hate cold showers. I hate them. In the dark. But I do have to say, again, I am blessed. Probably my cat is making noises. That's why I'm like, what the hell? And I'm very blessed. My parents, most importantly, kudos to my father, because I like to give credit where credit is due. He did the best that he could to make me feel as comfortable as possible and to make my house be as warm as it can be and have as much light as it could, and let me be able to charge my cell phone and my video camera and the like, so I can continue to do what I love during a hurricane and make YouTube videos. So, because we had a generator, but you gotta be cautious, and you know, as much as for a while now I haven't liked my car and I wanted a new one, I have to thank you, car. Thank you for being a 2005 Volkswagen Beetle convertible, because you were the only thing we could siphon gas out of. So that thing was practically lived at the gas station if you could get gas, and if you were on your odd or even day, depending on your license plate, which I don't even know what the heck I was. But my daddy, he'd be like till 1 o'clock in the morning at the gas station getting gas, making sure my car was always filled in case he had a siphon, because getting gas like in a can or in your car at a gas station was next to impossible. So a lot of poop went down, you know, in the beginning of this year. And I was just like, oh, here we go again. Since 2006. Rarely do I catch a break. Rarely is there like a short amount of time where things are finally looking up and going my way before someone tips my boat over, or the bomb goes off, or something catastrophic happens to a family member, a friend, an animal, myself, before something explodes in my face. It's like finally, you know, I start to get traction on my feet, and then I lose footing, and the next thing you know, my train's going off the tracks, and it's a downward spiral into hell. But like Winston Churchill said, if you're going through hell, keep going. And trust me, I've been to hell and back more times than I can freaking count, and yet here I am today, sitting in front of you, smiling. So it really, you know, the old saying can only go up from here. Honestly, it really, like, you just gotta keep thinking positively like that. My mom, her motto to me all the time is fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? It's like power, positive thinking, law of attraction. It's just like, you just gotta believe, you know? And if I thank the Lord for my faith, because if I didn't have faith, spirituality, God knows where, you know, where I'd be right now. But I'm very grateful for that as well, so thank you. Somebody's looking down on me, I can tell you that much. And the old saying, good things come to those who wait, is really true. And divine timing and divine intervention as well. I got frustrated so many times. You don't know how many times I was in the crappers. Yeah, I'll say that. And someone else, they kind of got a little break. They were on the Ellen Show. They won like tickets to see the Jonas Brothers. And I'm like, what the flippin' gives? Like, what gives around here? Out of all people, why them and not me? Like, why? But the Lord is constantly testing us, and it's like, we gotta be patient, and we gotta believe, and we gotta have faith, and there's the saying and something like, seeing isn't believing. Believing is when you don't see. That was that was in the original Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen. But it's also like a biblical thing. It's like, you can't see God, Jesus, Mary, and everybody up there in heaven. You can't see them. So it's not like seeing's believing. It's not being able to see them and knowing that they're there. That is true believing, and the true meaning to believe. And that's what I believe. Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs, opinions, religions, non-religions, whatever floats your boat. Different strokes for different folks. Right? But here I stand before you today again, in like the best, time of my life. And there could be multiple contributing factors as to such. Not that a day in my life is ever rosy 100% of the time. Don't get me wrong, it's not. To this day, I still have my moments or my off days or meltdowns. I mean, nothing's perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect because I can't stress this enough. And you may get sick of hearing it, but I was born in a world that wasn't made for me, and when you grow old, you get wise, and so I'm like, you know what, if I was born in a world that wasn't made for me, I might as well make a world that works for me. So instead of conforming to society's rules and regulations, I'm like, F that. I'm gonna do me, okay, and whatever I like, whatever I want, whatever accommodations I need, whatever sacrifices need to be made, whatever shortcuts I gotta take, whatever long and windy roads I gotta be on, I'm gonna do it, because it's not that I can't, it's just that it may take me longer than the average folk, or I may just have to go the roundabout way. Sometimes, like an example, there's like 4 or 5 maybe ish ways to get to my dad's house. You can take, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can take many different roads, but they all lead to his house. So if you have an ultimate goal, destination, whatever it may be, and the average Joe takes the highway, I take the back road. So it may take me 20 minutes longer, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get there. And when I get there, that doesn't mean I'm not going to give you my all and my 110% and blow your socks off, because I will, because I'm amazing. That's right. So, I am just in a really good mood right now. I don't know how many times I've said that, because it is so rare for me. I'm still in a high from last night, the concert, meeting Scotty, and that someone, it's okay, you can have your friends watch your YouTube videos and be like, awesome, that was cool. Or you can have a random subscriber or person comment and be like, you are so entertaining. Or I got messaged, someone requested me to do the water bottle challenge, where you see if you can chug a whole water bottle and see how fast you can do it. And if that doesn't work, do a can chug or something with a can of soda, but I don't drink soda. So don't worry, I want to try this. This has me this one I think I can do. So one of these days I'll film that and upload that, but before that I have to upload my little ketchup challenge video. It's not really little, it's kind of long. If you know me, you know it's going to be long. So with all that being said, it is 6:26. I need to feed myself. I need to feed Squeaky, the beautiful, cute Squeaky, because she had no wet food in her bowl earlier. I saw she ate it all. I gave her more dry food because her bowl with the dry food was getting a little empty. So I'm gonna go feed ourselves. Wait for my mommy to come home. Film her talking about the weekend. It's gonna be so fun. Scotty. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go do. So I'm going to let you guys go. And thanks for watching this video. Thank you like 1,000 and bazillion times. Thank you. Get ready, because my 1,000th video is coming up, which I'm so stoked about. That should be a really fun, nifty video, if I do say so myself. Sorry for being a little braggy about myself, and hopefully I don't come off too arrogant and condescending, but I am thrilled to be alive today and to be me, and finally, okay, one last thing before I let you go. I was reading this quote, this thingy about an arrow, right? And they're like, in order for an arrow, like, you know, when you archery an arrow, you like, so you have to pull an arrow back like that before you can fling it forward. So they're saying, like, so I'm like picturing myself, like, all this time, it's like, when I feel like I'm just stuck pedaling backwards, I should be moving forward. What gives? Really, the world is finally, it's like all this time, it's like, and now it's finally launching me in the direction I need to be with the proper support in place and with the right people, and everything is finally coming together, and that's a nice little metaphor, don't you think? So, okay. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. And as you know, till next time, keep it quirky.